Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here for a minute and I'm going to be really real with you and let you know how I'm feeling and just kind of working through something that we could all kind of learn from. So, I've spent the past week pouring through the previous two keto modules, trying to figure out how I can simplify and make it easier for you guys because some people are saying they're overwhelmed or things don't make sense. And so I have been really working hard to change this. I hope my phone doesn't die. It just said 10%. So I've been working really hard to get this figured out and show you guys a different way. And I honestly have a really bad headache because I keep going back to how I can make it easier and how I can make it easier. And then when I went to grab a link from one of the videos, I saw only 35 people watched it. So I feel like maybe you're not actually putting in the work or doing the things that that I'm putting out there. And so I don't know that me making it simple will make a difference. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I wouldn't be doing my job as a coach if I didn't address it. So the same mind that created the problem, this is a quote that I like, the same mind that created the problem it cannot create the solution. So you're going to have to show up in a different way. Just to give you an example, I met with a mom of 4 at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. This woman works 60, 70 hours a week. And she still showed up and she's still finding success because she's changing how she's showing up. If she has time to do it, I know pretty much anybody in this group has the time to do it. So I do know some of the videos are long, and I probably could maybe condense them a little bit. But the core work, the tracking the macros videos, the calculating the macros videos, like you actually have to watch the videos to learn the information. So I'm still gonna put like a quick start guide out there for you guys. But I just want you guys to maybe take another look at is it a story that it's overwhelming? Is that just the story you're telling yourself? Or are you truly overwhelmed? Because I get in those mindsets where like something seems difficult, like a technology thing, for instance, might seem difficult, and I'm telling myself that I can't figure it out. But when I approach it with a mindset of I'm going to figure it out, I always do. And I feel that with things being overwhelming, I just wonder if you've actually sat down and went through all the downloads and all the modules. And you don't have to do it all in one day. You know, it might take a week. That's why I put them out weekly. But you actually have to do it. And I just, I can see who opens the emails. I can see who's clicking the links. I don't know if you guys know that about email providers when you have a mass email program. But you can see who's actually doing the work. And so I will keep showing up here for you guys. I will keep creating the information. But I want you guys to actually put in the time and the work to do the stuff that I'm putting out there for you, because I keep saying this, I have so much going on myself and I love to do this and I want to do it for you guys, but I also don't want to have to redo it when I realize then that it wasn't getting done. I don't know if that makes sense. So I wouldn't be doing my job as a coach if I didn't show up and just maybe try to coach around the mindset of being overwhelmed or not having the time or the videos are too long. Wake up an hour earlier if possible. Don't watch an hour of TV. Like, you have to change what you've been doing to get to a different place in life. And I'm going to be putting this guide out. I'll probably get it done tomorrow because I honestly have spent all weekend looking at the computer screen trying to figure out how I can do it differently. And then when I saw that the videos weren't actually watched, or very few had watched them, I realized I think that's actually the problem, that it's confusing because the videos hadn't been watched. So if you guys, there's still a few coaching spots open, and the people that are showing up and taking advantage of those free coaching spots are really seeing changes. You know, I can see the people that are opening the emails, emailing me back and telling me they've already lost 15 pounds. They've already lost 12 pounds. So it's just a matter of like actually fitting it in, changing your calendar, and making it a priority to get it done. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, somebody posted one, I'm trying to see it here. Oops. I still do kind of struggle with the fats, but am losing weight. Okay, Carol. So the people that show up in the coaching sessions have had this same question, and they you don't have to hit the fat macro. So I'm going to kind of go through the macros real quick. The protein macro is important. You at least have to hit the minimum protein macro. And that is because your body will start using the muscle on your body. It'll start breaking it down if you're not eating enough protein. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to lose muscle mass, because your lean muscle mass is your metabolism. It's what keeps your metabolism burning, and it keeps your body fit and looking good. So you definitely need to hit your minimum protein macro. You don't want to go over on your carb macro. So the 20 grams, you want to stick to the 20 grams as best as you can. And then the fat macro is where you can kind of play around. If you're full at the end of the day, you don't have to eat all of your fat. So that's kind of where you can play, and don't just feel like you have to ingest a bunch of fatty foods just to hit that macro. It's just a higher number. If you are hungry, then you can eat more fat. But if you're not, you don't have to eat it. And the easiest way I've been finding to share with people to hit that macro is the bulletproof coffee in the morning. Because I double checked today, it's 38 grams of fat. And for me, that's over a third of my fat requirement for the day. So it's 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a tablespoon of MCT oil in your coffee. You blend that up and you sip that all morning until you start your lunch. Like, I can make mine last till about 11 o'clock. I eat lunch sometime between 12 and 1, and I'm never hungry because I'm sipping on that fat bulletproof coffee, that fat-filled bulletproof coffee. And then I'm adding like an olive oil on a salad for lunch, and then I'm eating some sort of protein with probably sauteed in some sort of healthy fat or with butter. And that's how I'm hitting my lunch fat macro. Same thing for dinner. And the other part of it too is, oh, you're welcome, Carol. Yep. Yes, so if you guys haven't looked through the downloads, the recipe for the bulletproof coffee is in Module 2's download. I put that in there for you guys. So, sorry, I'm new to live, so I'm trying to read comments and talk at the same time. But yes, Elizabeth is right. It's a mindset. You just have to do it. And just showing up, this is the biggest thing I've learned. Showing up differently is how you actually make change. So if you keep showing up how you've always showed up, you're probably going to stay stuck in the same rut or the same habits. But if you can figure out how to show up differently, and that would look like taking 10 minutes to watch 10 minutes, even if you don't finish the video, but build it into your schedule and set at 7 a.m. every day, I'm going to watch 10 minutes of this course, or however it is that works for you. But I schedule everything. Absolutely everything is on a schedule, and that's how I get it done. So showing up differently by putting it in your schedule, or watching an hour less TV, waking up earlier, those are just some ideas for getting it done. But you have to watch the videos. And then if you guys have more questions, I'll stay on and keep answering. But the other question that I've been getting a lot in the coaching sessions is how I'm meal planning and prepping. And I've been also kind of struggling to share that, because it's not like a big to-do really for me. I just make sure I have the groceries in the fridge that I normally eat every week. And then what I eat for dinner, I just make extra of, and then I eat it for lunch the next day. And then the next night say we have tacos on Tuesday, I'm having tacos for lunch on Wednesday. Say we have pork chops for dinner on Wednesday, I'm having pork chops for lunch on Thursday. We have salmon for dinner on Thursday, I'm having salmon for lunch on Friday. It's so easy to track. It's so easy. I don't have to cook twice. I can just reheat it. So that's the way I do it. If you work and it's harder for you to do something like that, then you could batch cook 1 to 2 meals a week. Like say you batch cook on a Sunday, and that it's going to last you till Wednesday. Wednesday night, cook a double dinner, and then let that dinner finish out your week for lunches. I hope that makes sense, because that was someone I spoke with on Saturday kind of had that problem where she was batch cooking on Saturday, but the meals don't obviously stay fresh until Friday. So I told her, well, when you're making dinner, just double it for the week or for the evening, and then eat it the rest of the week. So let's see. If there's any other questions, go ahead and post them. But yeah, I'll keep working on trying to simplify, but I think that a lot of it was just more of a mindset shift that needed to be had, where you just have to show up differently and open the emails and read through the guides, even if it's at 5-minute intervals. Like, You don't have to do it all at once, but you do have to do it. Otherwise, I can't. I wish I could do it for you, but I can't. So let's see. Kim says, I am really finding logging meals in the app in advance is very helpful to stay focused. Yes. So I do it all in advance. And then I get distracted by all the little things popping off my screen. Yes, I do it all in advance, and then you know what you're eating and you don't accidentally go over at the end of the day if you sit down to track and you realize like you can't take it back. Once it's in your body, it's in there. So doing it in advance, I find, is the easiest way to stay on track. And then, let's see, if I'm testing my blood ketones, is there a number I should be trying to hit? I'm ranging between 1.2 and 2. Nope, you just have to get into ketosis. So I think, I don't have it right in front of me, but if you're in ketosis, you're in ketosis. So let's see. Anything else? I'm going to hop off here and put the animals away. I've actually got 2 baby chicks hatching right now, so I'm going to check that out. And I'm sorry I am getting the work up a little bit later than I anticipated, because I really spent all weekend just rewatching things and trying to figure out how to make it simple. And then when I actually looked at the numbers and the views on the videos, I realized that's probably the problem. Way to go. And I think is it John or Linda that I'm talking to, but you lost 3 pounds last week. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like the people that are, I can see that they're opening the videos or the email links. They're the ones emailing me back and telling me that they've lost already like 15 pounds since we've started this 3 weeks ago. So thank you. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I love doing it. And I don't want to be tough on you guys, but I don't want to have to do the work twice if the reason wasn't because I was doing something. I mean, I'm not perfect. I might have not been clear, but if it was just simply that the videos weren't getting watched, then I don't want to have to go back and redo things. Carol's lost 10 pounds. That's awesome, Carol. You guys are awesome. Yep. So, yep, it's just a matter of fitting it into your day, watching the videos, and if you have a pen handy, this is like roughly the order that you should take. Do starting measurements, step 1. Step 2, go figure out your macros on my calculator on the website. Step 3, take those macros that you just figured out, put them into your favorite tracking app. I like Chronometer. Some people are finding it confusing. Use whatever is easiest for you. That's my best advice. I just had to pick something because I couldn't cover them all. So I just picked one that I like. Use whatever works best for you, and then you build your meals out from there. I like the intermittent fasting for me. I find that it burns the most fat, and it's scientifically proven to burn the most fat. So watch the intermittent fasting video. If you haven't, it tells you exactly how to do it. It tells you how to time it. It tells you when to stop eating and when to start eating. So I do the intermittent fasting. And then I would definitely recommend the bulletproof coffee. If you don't like coffee, you can make like a hot cocoa version or a tea even. But essentially you're just adding 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and a tablespoon of MCT oil. Or you can do coconut oil if you'd like, but a couple different healthy fats into your coffee in the morning. And then I make like a full French press coffee size. So I think it's like 30 ounces. I'm only doing half coffee. The rest are cacao beans. So I'm not ingesting like a bunch of caffeine because I just couldn't personally handle that. And then I've put it in a smaller Yeti than this, but I put it in my Yeti and it stays warm up until about lunchtime. And I'm just kind of sipping on that all morning and I don't get hungry. And then between 12 and 1, I eat lunch, and it's either leftovers from the night before, or I always have stuff to make a quick salad, which is usually sometimes lunch meat, sometimes chicken I have pre-cooked, whatever veggies I have in the fridge, lettuce, and then like an olive oil based dressing. Keep it simple. Dinner, tacos, fajitas, that chicken and rice I talk about. Matt will grill once or twice a week. A soup, and maybe that's about it. So I will keep, let me answer these here. Oh, thank you, Beth. If you guys don't know, Beth is the amazingness behind A Balanced Life in Morton, and I highly suggest you get an appointment at their office. And let's see, watched all the videos. Did you change anything in the module 2 that would be beneficial? Nope, I haven't changed anything in the modules at all. I was just trying to make like a quick start guide, like to condense things for you guys, and try to simplify, but I just kept going back to the same information because I feel like it needs to be learned to stay consistent and to do this as a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. So it's not something you're going to do quick and then you're just going to you know, it's like you can't do it in a day and then be done. It's just like something slowly that you have to just keep one decision at a time, choosing differently, choosing healthier. And that choice might be, instead of watching TV or instead of doing something that seems like you want to, you know, something easy, you're going to have to go and watch 10 minutes of a video, or you're going to have to go read the download. Maybe in that moment, that's your healthy decision you make. But I'm open to suggestions if there's anything else that you guys want me to simplify, but I think that the bottom line here is that a lot of the videos just weren't watched. I'm going to keep putting things out, and then I will show up every Monday for live to go deeper with any questions you guys have. And then I will get the quick start guide that I'm working on. Like, I'll put that in the group, but I don't think I'm going to reshoot any videos, because I think that the videos just need to be watched, or the questions need to be posted. And then also, there's three coaching spots left on Friday. I think that's when they are. Take those, because the people that are taking advantage of those are making huge changes and huge progress just in like a quick 30-minute phone call. All right, I think I'm gonna go see if my chickens have hatched. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the group, and I will get to those tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't get the module completely finished, or the quick start guide. I just really poured over it all weekend, and then I realized it's almost 8 o'clock at night and I don't have it done, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it any differently. So that's where I am at. If you guys have any other questions. All right, you guys have a great Sunday evening, and I will see you in the group. Oh, I forget about the electrolytes. How many cups do you recommend? So with the electrolytes, in one of the guides, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it gives you a recommended daily amount of sodium, potassium, and magnesium that you should be consuming. And the ways to do that are, I have a Pinterest board with different recipes, so you can create your own drink. You could make a bone broth. I personally make, like, at night, it's called Natural Calm. It's just a magnesium supplement that you drink. And then I make another one that's adrenal cocktail that has cream of tartar, because that's potassium. And then you mix some salt in there. The recipe calls for orange juice, but I find that has too much sugar and it's not going to keep you in ketosis. So I either flavor it or don't flavor it and shoot it down. So that's one way to do it. Or the other way to do it would be, I just buy these little packets that you mix in a bottle of water. Element is one. It's LMNT. You can get them on Amazon. I find they're a little pricier. They're like $20 for 12 packets. And then the other one I get is called Ultima. I got them on Thrive Market. They were $12.99 for 20 packets. But you just need a couple of those a day, 1 or 2 a day. It just kind of depends on what you're doing for, if you're making any of your own drinks or anything like that. But yeah, and if you're not having a lot of keto flu symptoms or anything, like, you don't have to really push to get all the electrolytes in, but you definitely need to be getting some in. And then if you are having symptoms, drink them all. Drink all the electrolytes you can. All right, anything else? Oh, I just got a message. Let me just check and see. Okay, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, I'll be in the group tomorrow live, and I'm going to start working on module 3 for the week. I'll get the quick start guide up probably tomorrow morning. I'll email it out. Oh, if you're not getting the emails, send me a message, because some people are posting in the group that they're not getting the emails. From everything that I can see on my end, they're going through. So check your spam folder, and then if they're not there, send me an email and I can figure out what's going on. But I'll send the quick start guide out in an email, and I'll just get working on module 3, and see you guys tomorrow night in the live. Have a good night.